Hey guys, it's your boy Kenny Boulder with another Pokemon video, and today we're going to be discussing about the Pokemon vending machines. So Pokemon vending machines are usually operated and ran by the Pokemon Company, and they've been basically all over grocery stores, King Soopers, Kroger's, grocery stores across the country. And back a couple months ago, people were buying out all the Pokemon cards at the vending machines. People were camping out. They were loitering. It was very, very awkward and kind of a shit show. So they implemented this here back in the day, where loitering is not permitted. Machine inventory will be released periodically. Products will have limits. And they basically made sure that scalpers could not just camp and buy out all the Pokemon cards and just basically loiter the whole time. Now, this story is kind of a reality check here. While this has helped a lot where people don't buy out all the Pokemon cards, you know, I've had previous videos where scalpers have been stalking vendors, and every time they just, you know, they still loiter. They try to loiter. Apparently, the new technique and the new thing that people have been doing is that they're unplugging or resetting the system, and that's causing, I guess, the inventory to allow for purchases for Pokemon cards. Which again, that is tampering. That is illegal. That is basically breaking into a register and taking money. So, tampering the new vending machines has become a new thing. People have been doing it now. I've been seeing a couple posts about people sharing this here. Scalpers tampering vending machines. I'm in Chicagoland, public chat. Someone found an extension of some sort on a vending machine division. So, this was sent. Someone has a pseudo clicker device at a vending machine. They're getting creative. They're literally unplugging, plugging it back in. And apparently this was found at a Chicago Pokemon Center vending machine. So the fact that scalpers are getting so desperate, they basically are replugging, unplugging it back and forth here. This is tampering. This is illegal. You cannot do this at a store or a place. In fact, whoever did this probably is indeed a scalper. They know how to rig the system. People are getting creative, and they're getting ways to basically find Pokemon cards and buying it, which is insane. This is criminal. This is criminal activity that's happening in the Pokemon card hobby. Another video I saw here, someone sent to me. Again, huge shouts to YouTuber folks who watch my YouTube channel. They send me materials. This was a stalker, or a scalper, maybe a stalker, I don't even know. But a scalper was resetting the Pokemon card vending machine. So this is them doing it live in action right here. So here they are. And they're just turning it on and off. So you can see right there. The lights flicker. This is off. And now suddenly it is back on. So they are resetting the Pokemon vending machine to buy stock here. This is insane. Scalpers have become extremely desperate, and obviously people are noticing this stuff. If they can't loiter and they can't buy all the purchases, they're gonna figure a way to get around the system. And I think resetting a Pokemon vending machine is absolutely insane. So another video, this one I have covered before, and I apologize if this is a bit of a old video, but this is a scalper gets called on by employees because this story basically was that the cops show up, and homeboy here was apparently resetting the Pokemon vending machine. So, real quick.
Yeah, you gotta pay it off now.
I asked him, I was like, dude, don't buy all of it. I'm assuming they unplugged the machine.
So this guy got called by employees, by the manager, and the cops were called in because he was tampering with the Pokemon vending machine. But the problem now is that once you basically purchase, you can't return the product. So all the stuff that he has in his cart, he gets to keep it. Because at the end of the day, he's already bought the product. There is no return policy on the Pokemon vending machines. The fact that he kept unplugging and plugging it back in basically is not okay. You can get kicked from stores. That is, again, you're tampering with machines. You cannot do that at a private business. And yeah, he shows what he does. He goes through everything and buys it all out. And again, it is beyond awkward. So there's the store manager talking to the cop. And again, I feel so sorry for this police officer. He probably doesn't know what the hell is happening here. He probably showed up because, you know, again, he's getting called in. cops show up when they get called in. So obviously it's just trying to be like, okay, this is like way too much. This is insane. So
Did they pay money?
They paid money, yeah. But they bought it all because they...
Did you buy all this?
Yeah, I just bought it all with my credit card. It's on my credit card.
Yeah, you gotta pay it
yeah, so he bought everything out. Everything has already been bought out already.
off now.
I asked him, I was like, dude, don't buy all of it.
Did you unplug the machine?
I didn't touch anything on it. When I came there,
So that's the thing, is that there's no receipts. Most people can get a receipt, they put their email on the vending machine, but people just skip that. Because, you know, at the end of the day, you got your Pokemon cards, you're not going to return this.
when the guy was buying Pokemon cards and they shut down, he left about 15 minutes ago.
Yeah. Okay, so he unplugged it.
The problem is that people are just gotta, like, they need to not plug the machine. Like, if they want to come here and buy.
I love here this person just comes in, he's like, alright, while you deal with this here, I'm going to go buy some Pokemon cards right now. Because the scalper clearly is, he's currently preoccupied, and I'm just going to start buying Pokemon cards right here. So, homeboy did not waste time, and he immediately started buying Pokemon cards. He's just awkwardly here in the background. You know, just putting, gives him Shrouded Fable right there. Yep, check it out. And again, please enter email for receipt. You can skip that button right there. So you skip, boom. So, homeboy isn't gonna fuck, dude. Paintballer right here. He's a paintballer. He's, yeah, I'm just gonna buy this stuff right now. Homeboy is buying it out. And at the end of the day, this is the situation, is that this is so fucking awkward. I cannot believe this is happening, actually. That the cops are interrogating, or interviewing, whatever you want to call it, to the scalper. This guy just bursts through and starts buying Pokemon cards, and the scalper is like, what are you doing? I am still buying purchases here. And obviously here he has a pretty good load. There's, you know, 151 joined together, so he already bought out basically everything right at this point. So yeah, this guy, I don't know what to do, dude, at this point. Like, if you're a cop, what do you even do? What do you, like, again, he's already purchased everything. The best thing you can do is ask him to leave. And I guess the store can basically ban this guy from entering the premises, but I think scalpers don't really care about that, and no one's gonna watch the vending machine all day, every day, 24/7. So, again, this incentivizes scalpers to just keep doing this shit, because what he's doing is technically not illegal, in my opinion, of just buying out all the Pokemon cards, but it is illegal, and I think it is a criminal offense to be tampering with the machine. So, scalping Pokemon cards, you know, not illegal. Buying out all the Pokemon cards, not illegal. This isn't. There are limits. People can limit things. That's why the vending machines have already implemented a limit process, a limit amount. But I don't know. I'm not a legal expert. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know if it's illegal to tamper or turn it on and off. I just don't. I'm not a lawyer. So someone can tell me if I'm wrong, and I'm happy to pin that comment on there.
Here's the big manager. This is the big manager. And he's just a manager doing his job. Okay, no problem. So I know you didn't.
I'm
You
not
guys
trying to
have
fight or argue. I did not say nothing to him.
step over here with Big Mike, and you guys.
Yeah, so, end of the day, the situation is embarrassing. I think that having cops getting called in for scalpers is a bit much. I think you talk to the manager, you basically try to figure out a way to not let scalpers in the premise if they're known to be reselling and flipping Pokemon cards for profit. But at the end of the day, I think calling a cop is kind of like, hey, like, I'm sure this guy has other things to do than dealing with scalpers. And we all hate scalpers, don't get me wrong. I fucking hate scalpers. They're ruining the Pokemon card hobby. But the problem now is that how do we address this? What do we do? And I think that now at this point, we're seeing the scalpers do more and more insane stuff, like tampering with vending machines. So, end of the day, this is a kind of a hard video for me to talk about and discuss because I don't have any options. I don't have any solutions to fix this. Scalpers, they're going to try to keep making money. They're going to keep trying flipping Pokemon cards. That's just what they've been doing for the past few years now. They know that the demand is so high that people will be willing to pay money for whatever price they set. So, obviously, again, I keep saying this every video, is don't buy in the FOMO. Don't let these scalpers win. And if you're desperate to plug and replug the machine, I'm going to be real with you, man. That is not okay. That is not cool. What I think, and this is me being honest with you, I think if you are desperate enough to unplug and plug it back in and do some kind of shitty things, like this is shady as fuck, you know, it's kind of sus, it is not worth it. I think that, yeah, seeing the vending machine being empty or sold out sucks, but doing this kind of behavior, unplugging it, or having like a little device that plugs in for you, like that's just kind of like scumbag behavior. We can't go low like that. We just can't. It's not okay. It's not in the spirit of Pokemon. I think it's cheating. It's very unfair for other folks. And I know what you're saying, like, how can we get product? Well, just gotta wait, man. Like, you gotta wait. You gotta be patient. You gotta just take the time and just wait until it gets reprinted like smithereens. And don't buy from scalpers. Don't cheat. I know this is kind of hard hearing from a guy that you're watching here, but those are just the realities here. We have to be good. We have to try to buy it the right way. And going low like that or flat out like buying from scalpers is not the way to go. So I think these videos kind of are indicative of the times right now. It's just difficult. And people do stupid shit when they're desperate. And most of the time it's scalpers doing this. So I think scalpers, I think Pokemon card resellers have an initiative and incentive to keep doing this because people are still buying from them. So my hope is that people just don't, and that they just wait, they be patient, they don't go into the FOMO. And I hope Pokemon Center addresses this, and I hope stores don't let these guys keep coming back in. And if they do this, they should, I don't know, like there has to be some kind of repercussion or consequence, because end of the day, you are doing something that I believe is, again, subjectively, you are stealing, you're cheating. That's not okay. So you're rigging this, you're going around the system. So again, guys, it's your boy Kenny Boulder. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how you feel about these comments. Let me know how we can address the Pokemon Center vending machine problem. So this is a while that I'm reporting this, and again, I appreciate you guys showing me these videos. Again, some of these clips, some of these videos were shared by me on my email. So if you want to DM me or tag me on Twitter or email me, I would love to see the content that you have and cover these stories, because we have to keep exposing these guys. These guys are not welcome to our community. If you're cheating, if you're scalping Pokemon cards, if you're reselling, I'm sorry, you are not welcome in the Pokemon card community and the Pokemon community overall. So it's about friendship. It's about making friends, collecting for fun. It is not about making money. This isn't. So have a great day, guys. Again, it's your boy Kenny Boulder. Have a great day. I'll see you around. Take care, y'all.